Hi, this is Mani from bsc2nse.com. So in this video I'm going to talk about fixed deposit and how you can use it for various purposes in an efficient manner to manage your financials. And the first point I've made here is a common myth wherein when people talk about fixed deposits, they think that it's for a long-term strategy, something like a minimum 1 year period or like a 5 year period, or for income tax savings like that. But you should realize that fixed deposits are now can be made online for even a short-term period, like as short as 7 days. And I'll also tell you how you can use this to your benefit. And sometimes when you think it's too short, you think what's the kind of benefit I'm going to get out of it? Nothing much, sort of a thought. And the other thing is, even if you put in for a longer period like a 1 year period, you can close your FD and withdraw and make a premature withdrawal, and it is possible and at minimal penalty actually. And so it's not like if you put it gets locked forever, but you can choose to use it in case of emergencies, hoping that you don't have much emergencies, but you can close and withdraw it prematurely when you need it. And the next tip that you need to look at is avoid using private banks if you're planning on doing fixed deposits. SBI is the best. SBI also has internet banking and online banking. So today when everybody has online banking, there's no reason for you to go to private banks. So stick to SBI, and let me tell you why. SBI currently offers fixed deposit rates of 9% and 7.5%. 9% is for 1 year plus term, and less than 1 year, even for 7 days if you're putting it, the fixed deposit interest rate is 7.5% in SBI, and this is of course annually. But in banks like HDFC or ICICI, for a term less than 6 months, they'll probably pay you only like 4.5%. So that is where they lack in a big way. So you stick to SBI so that it gives you the max benefit from a customer perspective. The last point is a fixed deposit for less than 20 days or less than 30 days allows you to allocate a budget for the last week of a month. Meaning, for example, I can allocate say 5,000 rupees and I can enter into a FD for 20 days as soon as I get my salary, or 25 days, so that that fixed deposit of 5,000 will get released on the last before the last week of a month, so that I will have that 5,000 rupees for the last week expenses. So when you have it in your savings account, you may most likely spend it off everything just because you have it. So it definitely does help you managing your last week of the budget of a last week of a month. So you can use that option definitely. And last tip of course is avoid using credit cards. Spend only what you have in your bank account and use fixed deposits to help manage the last week of a month. And now I will move on to showing how you can create an FD online. So I'm going to show my browser. So I'm going to go to online sbi.com, right? And this is the savings bank account of SBI internet banking. So click on the login button, and then at the bottom you have continue to login, right? And then this will get you to the login page. So I'm going to log in, right? So now here you have tabs: my accounts, payments, transfers, bill payments, inquiries, and you can click on the e-fixed deposit. So this is the online fixed deposit. So here you have a standard fixed deposit and fixed deposit under income tax saving and multi-option fixed deposit. The income tax saving fixed deposits, the minimum lock-in period is 5 years. So right now I'm not going to look to do that. Today is 6th of a month. So I'm going to create a FD for 5,000 rupees so that I'll get that 5,000 on 25th to help me manage with the last week budget management. So I'm going to click the standard fixed deposit, and it shows open new account, inquiry, close account prematurely. I think this you can do once you create an FD in case you need to. Alright, so I'm going to select my bank account number, and then the standard cumulative interest paid at maturity. I'm going to choose the non-cumulative, and I'm going to mention the tenure of deposit. I'm going to put number of days, and I'm going to put 20 days. Okay, and then maturity instruction, auto renew. I'm not going to say auto renew. So repay principal and interest back, so that I want that money back in the last week of the month. So I'm going to choose repay principal and interest. I accept the terms and conditions, and here you can check the domestic term deposits. A pop-up shows up, right? And here you can see that for 7 days to 90 days you'll get 7.5%, and anything less than 1 year you get 7.5%, and more than 1 year you get 9% currently, right? So if you let the cash stay in your account, you're probably going to get just 4% on the savings, whatever you maintain in the savings account. So I'm going to fill in the amount here as 5,000, right? So I filled in the other columns, non-cumulative, 20 days, repay principal and interest, right? And this is the first time I'm also doing, so I'm going to hit the submit button, and it gives you a summary. So debit account, amount that you are putting in, and I forgot to mention you can invest or put in create an FD for as less than 1,000 rupees. So I think less than 1,000 you cannot create. So you can allocate anything more than 1,000 rupees, and 7.5% mode of operation is single, meaning this will be a one-time thing, and the maturity amount will be for 5,021 rupees, meaning I'll get 21 rupees as the interest. You need not think this is a small amount, considering that you're going to put 1 lakh rupees, you will get 400 rupees interest per month, or on a yearly basis you will be getting like close to 5,000 rupees in interest. So do not think that this is a low amount. Just create an FD so that it will help you manage your last week budget, right? So, and it's a good habit as well. So can confirm, and again I've put only for 20 days. Actually for 1 lakh rupees, if you have 1 lakh rupees just sitting blankly, right, you'll get like maybe max 4,000 rupees in interest, but with a fixed deposit you will get 9,000 rupees, which is twice as much, correct? So view, so I get the fixed deposit receipt, right? So I can save it as PDF or just close it. So once it is created, I think I can see it here in the close prematurely, and if I want I can proceed, but right now I'm not gonna proceed to close it. I'll just let it finish, and I'll have the budget allocated for the last week of to handle my last week budget. So start using the e-fixed deposit or the online fixed deposit. So it's very easy to do, and it's very easy to manage. So start developing that habit, and you should start. And for people, lot of people who are saving cash, and you know for sure that you're not going to use for the next 1 year, or you're building cash for home loans or to buy a home. So do not just keep your funds just in the savings account itself. Create an FD and put it there so that it gets locked. Not actually locked, you can close it prematurely. So keep it into a fixed deposit so that you will not spend it, or you will not get tempted to give it to somebody else or spend it, right? So plan your financial management properly, and most of my channel videos will be related to stock market. So if you like stock market investing, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's it for now. Thank you. Bye bye.